already feel it. Hello, Serge here and welcome to the channel. Today I'm taking you to a really special place to my heart. We're gonna do a catch and cook of a smallmouth. Welcome to the channel. Alright everyone, welcome to our first fishing spot. I'm gonna go down and as always we'll fish from the bottom. I see no beavers. Oh no, that is a beaver. Come on dude. There's a beaver. I was just about to say I didn't see him. That's okay. That's okay. And just like that, my honey hole was taken over by a beaver. But I didn't give up. Alright, here's my first one. Here's my first baby. Look, they even the same color. And look how baby he is. I'm gonna quickly release him. You see this? This probably... I never noticed that actually. Look, he has like these holes here and I think that's for him to like sense the prey. Let's see if his mama is here. He was striking a couple times. He was like missing it, and then eventually he's got it. You see, that crankbait actually produced for me, so we'll use that first. And then we'll see the spinner. All of these little cranks are good, and I found them, they would like pick up the fish that would like swim bait, or like inline spinner wouldn't. Look who went for my lure. Take a picture of him and then I'll ask Google what his name is, but let's do a release on him. And another species, so we have 3 in the list. This one is a creek chab, I believe, and he's also in its spawning outfit. These horns indicate that this is an alpha male or alpha female that have become a male. For spawning, fish can do that, they can change their gender. Sea bass can do that. So if you catch, and there's only one male in the school, and if the male gets caught, the female becomes a dominant male, then she can change her gender. We're gonna release this beauty. To make a nice tea for myself all day. I'll have Philip do a taste test. Another cool spot. Gets deeper here, and you never know if someone lives in that hole. And the better lures that would be like maybe even like a swim bait, or maybe like a bit deeper lure that can dig in, because that hole somewhere here, it could be a fish of a lifetime. Remember, I was telling you, this is a very special place to my heart. this have happened 2 years ago exactly at this spot. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to reproduce my success, but the memory of that trout will always be in my heart, and I was very happy I have created this YouTube channel to share moments exactly like that. The deer just ran across the stream. It was on this side. My goodness. Alright, that's the first one. It's a small guy. I'm gonna try to bring him here quietly, so he's not gonna spook bigger guys. He's a little one. He's a little one. Look. He's a little one. Sorry, bro. We're gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. It's such a beautiful fish. It's a good sign. Let's continue. Let's continue because we have to eat. I didn't bring anything with me but sweet cherries and a drink, non-alcoholic drink that I will show you, which I think is one of the best non-alcoholic drinks I have ever had. So let's go for it. This spot at the end with the big rock is usually my best spot, but that's the last one. Won my hike and my hopes were really high. You know what? They really won the swim baits today. They're all for the swim bait. That's the one I was already using today. Using a swim bait. That's what it seems they like today. Actually more than inline spinner, I would say. I think they just like a natural kind of presentation, because these other ones went for that white one, and jerkbait also looks very natural. So oh, there you go. You see what I'm saying? This one is a bit nicer, not to eat, but you know, a chunky. We are slowly upgrading. This one actually the biggest of all. Hopefully this spot can produce a dinner for me, because this is my last spot for today. I don't want to reveal myself. Then later on I'll start casting a little down the stream. Because I like to fish this place in its entirety, so I'll start here where the water just dumps, because I don't want to reveal myself for the fish that's behind this rock. Hey baby. That's why I'm hiding behind this rock as always. And I think he did saw me, so it's not even like being poked with the hook for them that they're afraid of. I think they're just afraid to be like relieved, and they might think I'm like a stork or something. That's a nice one. It's a nice one. Okay, that's the nicest of today. Let's actually measure him. The regulation is 12 inches. I'm not sure what this guy is. Oof, baby, he's fighting. I mean, he heard me. I want to eat him. So let me see how big he is. Let me see quickly. His measurements. Stop. I think that's the one that actually swooped at me. And I have the tape measure over here in the bag. Let me see. It was just... He's 11, so they gotta be 1 inch bigger. But that's close. So let me release him on the other side. Let me do some sexy release on this fella. He'd knock off the... I'm gonna put him on the other side so he doesn't tell his friends. Okay. That looks like a dinner. That looks like a dinner, maybe. Why you guys don't get any bigger? He's 11 as well. He's not 12. I'll just get a measure in him, but I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, he's another 10. Oh. That's what happens when you put GoPro on when you catch a fish. Well, he was very close for dinner. He was like 11 or so. This one was the biggest one, not the giant, but he came out of nowhere from those bushes, so he wasn't even where those rocks are. I have a bad luck today. Another little guy, like on a catapult. But here's another conclusion for today. I hope you learned something. Like, if my previous 2 sessions, the inline spinner was the ticket, today I think this little swim bait is a ticket. Like, they like this natural color swim bait. Like, I've lost one. Well, I lost tail for one, and I had another one just like that, but just in another purple jig head. I don't think jig head makes a difference, but like almost the size and presentation. So they do like a swim bait today. So that's why I still carry an assortment of lures and sometimes jerk bait, sometimes you know, inline spinner, sometimes some wiggle work will work. So that's why, you know, you carry these lures, but you ended up using 1 or 2, 3 maybe during the whole day. But that's not the point. The point is that to present them what they really like that particular day. And I think today is a natural color swim bait, and they like just the steady retrieve. I was jerking, you know, I was jerking it, I was pausing it. I think they really like just the steady retrieve. Ah. This might be the one. Alright. 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 That might be dinner. Oh, okay. Let me measure him. He might be the one. You see, I came back to the same spot. Well, then a few times, you know, within like a half an hour difference. And I was using the one that worked. The swim bait that worked. Oh, he was sitting here good. He wasn't going anywhere. That's for sure. He wasn't going anywhere. Let me see how big he is. Let me see how big he is. He's exactly 12 inch. He's exactly 12. I guess, unfortunately, we're gonna be eating you today. This is my dinner. I've spent the whole day today to find him, and he finally came at the far end. I'm gonna dispatch him very quickly. Thank you for your sacrifice, my dear fish. I quickly went to make a fire before it would gotten too dark because I still had to hike out back to my car. So while fire is burning, I'm gonna let it go just a little bit more, and I'll kind of shovel the fire and we'll put him on the thicker branches. I was using a quick starter from my collection, and as I was saying that in the earlier spring there's wild ramps here. I found this one on my backyard, but for here they already passed this stage, and I'm gonna be just washing him here, adding just salted and pepper that I have separately here, stuck him with some chive for flavor, and maybe adding a little oil at the end. I do have a foil, but I want to cook him whole and see how he's gonna taste. Thumbnail is done. Or maybe not. Which one do you like better? Maybe this one. So I did not want to cook this fish on like an open fire, and I wanted to be like smoking like this. So that's why I let this fire to be burned a little bit. And now we'll be sweeping all these like little ones, you know, but the big branches that are like on top should theoretically prevent that from burning. I do have a foil here with me, and I could wrap it in a foil, but I just want to do an experiment for now and see if just fish being in the scales will do the justice. This is sort of an experiment for me, and while I'm doing this, I completely forgot I was going to make myself some mint tea. So I had this cup banging on me this whole trip. I don't know if you've heard that, but I'm gonna use that one just to grab the water from this stream. I'm not afraid to drink water from here because I will be boiling water anyway, so that's why. And before I put water to boil, I wanted to have a drink for this sacrifice. It's a non-alcoholic, really good mocktail. Ooh. Here's some mint that I picked earlier. I think a handful like this is enough. It smells delicious, like I've been saying. I'm sorry I can't share the smell of this place. some of that meat. It is definitely a camper food, not like it's a elaborate dish or anything like that, but boy, if you're like in the woods and you caught a little fish and you cook it like that on the fire, that taste you can't replicate with any other recipe. This is just unique. This just brings me to the childhood, to the campfire, and that's what fishing is about for me. Is combining an adult dentist and a child and still living connected to the nature. This is the best for me. You see that wild chive inside the fish? I'm getting to the best part. I'll use a little salt and pepper just to sprinkle on this part once I remove the skin. It's getting dark. I should get my ass out of here. I hope you enjoyed the footage. Really wanted to brag about that brown. Came out of nowhere in this little spot. And that only proves you that big fish does live in the small water, but also what's important is that you shouldn't go where everyone else goes. You should find your fish. You should find your honey holes. Just be able to connect with the nature on your own.